Is the crow in the room? Think of any crows and you're like, I have at least 3.
Get out. Where's the parachute? I'm getting out of this plane.
I have no business ever being around a beak.
K-pop demon hunters. Can I get a...
Welcome to the Besties in the Books podcast, guys. I'm Liz.
And I'm Ashley. And welcome to our kickoff to Crowtember episode. We've been kind of talking about a little bit, teasing, this episode, these things that we're going to be sharing, discussing, having, and holding. And we're so
giving and
excited. If you guys have been listening to us for some time, you know that crows have kind of become a huge part of our podcasting lore. And I mean, overall, it's bled into our entire life, honestly. When we're trying to motivate each other, we have a lot of crowisms that we, naturally say to each other. May the crows be with you. May the crows be ever in your favor. Crows be, crow speed. What else? All the things. A lot of Crowmandments, if you will.
Crowmandments. Well, here's the thing. It's like, because I was trying to take us back to like the origin, and I was like, I don't remember how it originally started, but I do remember how it got solidified. Because we had kind of been like mentioning crow stuff, and then when we were reading Twilight, Bella says, "Holy crow," and she says it twice.
Yes.
And so we were like, this was not a coincidence, and so from whence that here we are and it was born. I don't know how to say that.
Well, I do know where the birth was, the birthplace.
Oh, okay.
We were there when it was written.
It was the crow's noise. It was just a crow noise.
I mean, that's in
house.
Especially at the beginning of our film. Because I don't know. I don't know if maybe I was forgetting to close. Sometimes, maybe it's the time of year. You guys will know. You'll hear the crows because I have a lot of crows around my house. Always my whole life, but specifically this area. And I was editing the videos and realizing how much you can hear them, especially, I don't know if it's, the spring when they're all Twitter painted, that the crows take over this neighborhood. So, and then there was like at one point your husband was chainsawing. So it was like crows and chainsaws. It's just like a whole,
like Halloween vibes.
Unofficial background mascot / now we're making it official. We're making it Facebook official over here.
We are in a relationship with the crows.
We decided when we talked about doing an episode like this that we wanted to, because, crows are kind of spooky, right? A little bit for some people. Not for us, but for some people. They're spooky vibes, Yeah. So we want to launch this episode into the space. Let the crows fly free, if you will, during the bird months, right? It's September.
Crowtember. Crowtember.
So it's kind of your like ease into Halloween because it's not full Halloween. It can definitely, crows can be all year round like they are here, or it could be more of a fall thing for you. Whatever it may be, we are so excited. And now we'll be talking about some crow reads that we participated in as well.
Yes. Yes. Because we wanted to tie it all. We wanted to tie it all in. It's like Ashley said. It's like we've got Crownouncements.
Yes.
Okay. So that's my favorite one that I put in the notes for today. Crownouncements, Crowmandments that we will be sharing with you, and of course Crow reads. So what did we do? We decided to bring you a variety of crow reads. We only brought you 2. We can only keep you here till 4.
Yeah.
But to us, it's a variety because we have one cringy, because you guys know us. We like to cover our cringy holiday reads. So one cringy and one very popular in the romantasy space right now. So we read Crow. It's literally just called Crow, guys. Yeah. That's it.
Keep it simple. K-I-Kiss. K-I-S-S. Keep it simple, stupid, says Michael Scott.
I thought you were going to say Crow. K-R-O-W.
Oh, hey, that's good. Keep it Crow, stupid.
But no, it's literally just called Crow. It's by Layla Fae. So if you've been around here for a while, Layla Fae is responsible for the infamous Thanksgiving special that we covered last year for Full Sack. Okay. So that'll give you an idea of where this episode might be going, if you remember that. And then we also covered House of Beating Wings.
Yeah.
By Olivia Wildenstein. I think that's how you say her last name. So this is more of your traditional, what we would cover, romantasy level book. And it is book 1 in the Kingdom of Crows series. So there we are.
There you go.
So just so that you guys know, little disclaimer, this episode will probably be a little bit more explicit than our typical because we are going to be covering Crow by Layla Fae.
Anything with Layla Fae, pretty much. Yeah.
There's no way to avoid it. There's going to be lots of spoilers once we get past the first initial 15-minute spoiler-free section where we'll be giving you guys some fun Crownouncements. But before we get into that, we just wanted to say thank you so much for being here.
Thank you guys so much for being here. If you clicked on this episode and you're like, what the heck am I going to listen to or watch? We appreciate you taking a risk with us weirdos. Listen, we're a book podcast first and foremost, but we like to have fun with it, right? So, yes, crows are a part of us and our soul at this point, and I hope they are for you guys too. Indeed. We're having so much fun. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe anywhere you like to listen to your favorite podcasts, including YouTube. We're also on Instagram and TikTok. We're at Besties and Books Podcast everywhere. And you guys, first up for our crow announcement. If you are watching the YouTube video, you might notice that Liz and I are actually sporting some crow merch.
It's pretty awesome. I'm like, can you even see?
Yeah, you have to twist it. See. Yeah, well, we'll describe it for you, and we'll have pictures also if you're not watching YouTube. We'll have pictures on the website of the Crow merchandise website. Well, just merch website, but specifically crows for this
just
round.
Crow merch.
Just crows. All the crow things. Hey, if you don't like puns, good luck with this episode, because there are going to be a lot of crow puns. So, we'll also be posting pictures on Instagram and TikTok if you want to peruse that. We have designed and curated this really special collection that, is our Besties in the Books podcast theme. This is the first official launch of our merch. We did a special beanie release earlier this year. And thank you guys so much for your support on that. We appreciate it so much. So we took the ideas that we are getting from making those pieces and made this special crow merchandise. Some of the things will, be staying because they're just like our normal merchandise. And then some of it will be having this special crow branding, if you will, on there. All right, so we'll be having 2 hoodies for this launch. One in the style of your classic pullover hoodie. That one's going to have our branded colors on there, so the teal and the pink. And then we're also having a zip that it's going to be grayscale. So that way, depending on your color story that you like to work with. I'm wearing right now a different hoodie that's a crop hoodie. So it also has our branding. We have little crows on the sleeve. This one's wearing headphones. You have a little crow saying on your sleeve.
Yeah, my sleeve says, "May the crows be with you." So,
hey, it's a little daily motivation when you're in the thick of it. We just hope that these little pieces can bring you joy and some laughs and look good doing it. Yeah. Right? We also are both wearing beanies. They look kind of similar from far away, but up close, mine is just antisocial social book club. And that's what most of the hoodies will say on the back. It's a crow with books, antisocial social book club, because that's what we are, right? We're just, 2 ladies filming in our room together and, semi-antisocial when it comes to the real world, but we can all be social together on social media and then go back in our little reading caves. So perfect kind of book club for us and hopefully for you guys as well. So we have these 2 different beanies. Liz is branded with the Besties and the Book Club crow on there. And we'll be having stickers, shirts, a couple other things for you guys to check out in all different price ranges. So if you guys want to check it out, we would love it so much. We'll have everything linked in the description box so you can check it out. For this first week of the launch, we are offering this little secret discount code for those of you who tuned on in. Use code CROWSPEED5 at checkout to get $5 off your purchase of $50 or more. And we appreciate your guys' support. Thank you so much. Oh, so
happy
fun.
Crowtember. We're here.
We are here.
So, what else did we want to share with them today?
What else?
So, when we did one of our Unhinged questions episodes, we just have to give another shout out to one of our friends of the podcast and one of our favorite indie authors, TJ London. So, she submitted a question asking us, we start a cult. So Ashley and I start a cult. What are the 5 foundational beliefs? So, we were really thinking about this. We wanted to figure it out. And so what we came up with and what we wanted to share with you today are our 5 Crowmandments.
Yes.
And this is basically it's our foundational beliefs of the podcast. It's what we hope to bring to you and that you enjoy when you listen to us talk in your ears for an hour for whatever reason brings you to us that day. So, TJ, and for everyone else wondering, They consist of 1, remember, we're all in this toilet together.
Yes, we are, just trying to pull through.
Just trying to pull through, not go all the way down the drain.
Yeah.
On a daily basis.
Yes.
Okay.
Wise words of the crows. Crows are
wise
wise. Owls get all the credit, but crows are smart too.
Yeah. I mean, are owls really that smart?
I think in popular media.
I know, but now I'm kind of wondering. I'm like, what's the smartest bird? Someone tell us.
I mean, crows are pretty
birds?
freaking smart, man.
I know, they are. That's what's kind of crazy about it. But are owls too? That's what I'm saying.
I don't appreciate the crow hate, the crow propaganda, the cropaganda. That's a hard one to do. Propaganda. No, not gonna happen. I don't think it's meant to be.
Yeah, that's okay. It's all right. We'll do our best. Okay. So remember, we're all in this toilet together.
Yeah.
Number 2, let the crows guide you.
Yes.
You feel it like gliding on the breeze. Let the crows guide you. All right. Number 3 is fly on vibes.
Yep.
So again, with the crow imagery.
Yeah. A lot of times we're like, hey, do what feels right. Like, well, should I do this? Should I do that with the, podcast stuff? Just do what feels right, man. So fly on vibes. Just feel the vibes. Feel it. Yeah.
Number 4, get it done against all odds.
Literally.
So this is just a tenet of life.
Yeah. It's the biggest Crowmandment of all, honestly, I dare say. Because it always does. It always gets done against all odds, And it's kind of like, it all works out. It does. It's a good reminder.
Exactly. And then 5, our purpose is to build the water cooler of the future.
Yes.
So if you're interested, please join our cult. Thank you. Goodbye.
Beautiful. The mascot is a crow, in case you didn't realize.
Yeah, exactly. We worship at the altar of the crows, a.k.a. spooky season. Here we are, Crowtember. So we have officially answered your question. Those are our 5 Crowmandments, and that kicks us into our Fav and Fail of the week before we get started on these crow reads that I'm sure you're very excited to hear about.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Ashley, what was your Fav and Fail of the week?
Well, I mean, hey, we'll talk all about Fav and Fail Crow edition in a second, so I'll save that for the book portion.
Yeah.
I'm going to say, guys, K-pop demon hunters, can I get a, okay, listen, we know it's taking the world by storm. It took my house by storm. I am such a naysayer, and while I say I try not to be, I still am. And then I finally consume the media, and then I'm like, oh, this is great. So my daughters were watching it for like a good week because it's free on Netflix to stream. So I didn't know. I was like, is it a show? Like, was it a book originally? Like, why is it so crazy popular? Like overnight, it felt like.
Totally.
So I let them watch it, and I could never they wanted me to sit down and watch it, but I can never do that. I was like doing like a million things around the house. It was right when we got back from vacation. So I saw like little parts of it, and I was like in my brain trying to put together, but it didn't make any sense. And I was like, I don't think it's for me. It's like a teeny bop movie. I don't know. Which like, give me a break. I love old teeny bop movies, So my daughters wanted to watch they were doing a special showing on the weekend of the K-pop Demon Hunter sing-along. And my husband, he's all about that too. And he's like, oh, let's go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, movies are so expensive these days. Like I really only like to go if I really want to see it. But I'm like, fine, let's go. And then we had our friends go with us too, because their daughters were super excited about it. I'm like, okay, we'll make it a thing. We'll go. I go semi-begrudgingly because I'm like, hey, I like popcorn. It's going to be fine, whatever.
I like popcorn. Okay.
Yeah. I get it now. I get it. Okay. It was totally different than what I thought it was going to be about. I love the storyline, the music, the clothes, the hair, the undertones, the like special messaging that's going on inside the story. And I think it's beautiful. And you know what I loved what I loved most is that this generation and a lot of generations together are coming together as one to enjoy something fun and silly and beautiful and positive. So it's a water cooler moment. It is. It is.
See, I tried and I still don't get it. Like I made it through maybe like 30 or 45 minutes and I was like, I don't understand. And then I stopped watching it.
Yeah.
So
I think you needed to go in. I don't know. Maybe your bar was low though. My bar was low. So
my bar was low. I had
yeah,
no expectations. I was just wondering the same as you, like, why are so many people into this? And so, because I'm the opposite of you. If a bunch of people are telling me to do something, I'm like, oh, cool, let's check it out. And so that's what I went into it thinking, like, I don't get this, but let's see. And then I just turned it off. I was like, it's
weird too, because like your husband too, even, and he loves anime, and I love they like in different times they would blend a bunch of different animation styles together. It was so cute. I don't know.
Yeah,
I don't know why it didn't stick. Also, it was a hype, watching it in theaters with all those kids singing the songs. It felt like a musical, where that energy was buzzing. Everybody was excited. I'm sitting there like, I don't know. And then I'm like, slowly like, okay, I get it. I love it. And now the songs I love, and we were already playing them, but I didn't have any context to it. And now I'm like, golden, whatever, blah. Yeah. Love it. So that's my fave of the week. Mm-hmm.
Nice. Yeah. My fave, just to build on yours, it's very similar. So technically this isn't of the week because I think it was like 2 weeks, whatever.
That's all right.
We haven't done one of these in a while. Yeah. So we try to, me and my sister and then two of our other really good friends try to get together and have like a girls' weekend once a year. And so we did that.
Yeah.
And it was amazing. It was so much fun. It was just like we did like a river day, and then we just like did an after dark Pictionary session. That was hilarious. And like, it was just like a really good weekend where we got to spend like 3 quality time days together, just not having to work or like do life, which was really, really cool. The reason why it ties into yours is because we wanted to go see, so we went to Spirit Halloween. We did that one of the days because we were like, ooh, we're going to like do a little Halloween shopping and then go see a spooky movie. And so we went and saw, why am I now blanking on what it's called? Weapons. And it was really good. So Racinda doesn't like spooky movies or anything like that. So she went and saw the K-pop Demon Hunters sing along at the same time we went and saw the horror movie. So she loved it. She said it was like the best thing ever. So hey, But that was definitely my favorite of the week.
Nice.
For sure.
Did you try watching it at home? Just stream it on Netflix? I think that's it. I do. Because nothing when I was like walking by like grabbed me, when I was watching with my girls at all. So I think it's something about the cinematic, wrap around screen, and it's loud and you don't have anything else to do but pay attention to it. Otherwise, I can't pay attention. I'm like doing something else,
Yeah. Maybe. Yeah, it didn't suck me in. But then by the same token, if I don't love something, I don't know that I'm going to go to a theater and sit in a sing-along full of children because I don't even have kids.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Racinda did it.
Yeah.
She loved it.
Yeah.
But, I think the only sing-along I've ever gone to was Grease, and that was a pretty good time.
Yeah.
I did enjoy that. Yeah.
It was, there we go. Well, what's nice about the theater that I went to is they finally freaking started remodeling my local one, which is like, geez, because like there's cheap ones that we drive like 30 minutes to that have the recliner seats and everything. And our local one is super expensive and didn't have that, just regular stadium seating. So they finally upgraded it, which I love because then you don't feel on top of each other. So while people were singing along, it wasn't like right there, because each seat is so big. And it was cute seeing my girls all excited with their friends. It was just so cute.
What do you have a fail of the week?
Yeah, honestly, just keeping up with everything that we needed to get done.
That was my fail. That was my fail too.
Not that we don't want to keep up. Like, this is the stuff we want to do, but unfortunately, life gets in the way. But we get it done against all odds.
Yeah, against all odds, guys.
Dude.
Take the crows. Because, really.
Come on, because we picked this. We were really struggling. We wanted a physical read for our vacations that we happen to be taking at the same time, but not together. So we picked the House of Beating Wings. It's like, oh, well, that's actually good because you know what? We might not have time when we get back to read it. Well, we didn't even have time on vacation, really. No. Like I made it to, I don't know, 100 pages in maybe during vacation. And then after that, forget it. So
yeah, I don't think I read any of it on vacation. I think I finished A Curse Carved in Bone and then started reading Haven Ever After and then just didn't even read any. But I did pack it. I brought it all the way to Colorado and back with me.
Yeah. So if you guys are ever wondering, geez, how do they read so many books? Not well. No, we do it, but it's like, it's hard. It's just hard. It's hard. Yeah.
Yeah.
Life gets
It depends
in
on
the
the
way.
time of year. I feel like,
Yes.
yeah, in summer, because like that's the thing is like in my ideal world, right? I would go on vacation and I would spend half of every day just reading.
Yeah.
Because that's what I want to do on vacation is I want to sit by the pool and read or whatever, right? But like the reality is just like that never happens.
Yeah.
It's always there's way too much going on. You know, you want to go out and see things. You're with other people you want to spend time with. And so that just really typically never happens. But once we start getting into Crowtember and beyond,
Yeah.
things do get a little bit slower and easier aside from actually like Thanksgiving week, Christmas
Yes.
week, like all those things. So
Yeah.
it's a cozy good time. And I feel like I do read a little bit more in the fall and winter, especially once we hit like January, February, March. Those are like the prime of Lyme reading
Yes.
times, you know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that was definitely my fail of the week too, because it was down to the wire for
Yeah.
real this week.
Well, hey, next year we'll try to remember that summer. Take it easy, baby. Take it easy because you don't have as much time as you think. Yep.
Yeah,
That's for
so
sure.
true. Okay, so here we go. Should we just get into our discussion of Crow by Layla
Yes.
Fae?
Oh, we shall. We'll start with this cringy read, guys. Spoiler free, one sentence, star review, spice rating, and if you will recommend it. Liz, start us off.
Okay, I was like, how are we even going to talk about this book? Okay.
Exactly.
I rated it 3 stars, which is generous in my opinion.
Yeah.
It was a 5 spice for sure. I literally just put, I don't even really know what I read right now, but if you are someone who has specifically a crow or an egg kink, then you will like this book. So that's why I gave it 3 stars, because it's so niche that it's like someone probably really enjoyed it. And that's great.
Yeah.
I'm happy for those people.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What about you?
Well, what's your spice rating?
I gave it a 5 spice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lots of triggers and specifics and frequency, just like all around. 5.
Yeah. 5. 5.
Yeah, you know, echoing almost everything she said. 3 stars, but I gotta say, got me in the first almost half, not gonna lie, because Liz was like spiraling, texting me, not giving anything away, but like, oh no, this is so crazy, this is so cringe. And I'm like, okay, you know, opposite naysayer that I am. No, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be prepared, I'm gonna brace myself. So more like the bars down there low, and then it starts off as I kind of like it. I'm like, okay, this is fine, everything's fine, this is great. Oh my gosh. No, get out. Where's the parachute? I'm getting out of this plane. Like, I need to crash land, whatever it takes. So, yes, I would recommend it for anybody that has a thing for eggs in places and crows and you just want to read something crazy unhinged because it's hilarious. You know, go for it. But I'll say Full Sack was a 5 star for me because it was so out there and crazy that it couldn't, I don't know. I was really freaked out by this one, the egg thing.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
the other thing
like,
was crazy, but it was too crazy. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it was like very creative and like out of nowhere. This was a little bit more like, it has to be something that you're into, I think, for it to resonate.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it was not something that I was into, I find.
I'll never forget it.
I found out. I'll never forget it. It'll be in our minds.
Mom, pick me up. I'm scared.
Yeah, till the end of time.
Yeah.
Okay.
There we go.
So, should we get into the 5-sentence summary?
Sure. I can't wait to hear what you came up with. Caca! Get out of here. If you don't want to be spoiled on this, but you might want to.
I mean,
yeah.
honestly,
do you want to? Have we piqued your interest? It's only 80 pages, you know? So if you want to pause it, read it real quick and then join in the chaos, we get it. So save it to your playlist, come back and watch later. If you're not interested, we'll tell you everything you need to know.
Yeah. Morbid curiosity. Here we go.
Yep.
All right. And so just to remind the people, so this is a summary in 5 sentences or less. I was able to do this one in 4.
Wow, you finally did the or less.
Yeah.
Wow, look at us. I mean, we're usually covering really big, crazy books. So,
yeah,
look at that. Okay.
Like House of Beating Wings, which we'll cover next. Yeah. Okay. So here we go. Crow by Layla Fae. Crow is a prince who was turned into a crow by an evil witch who cursed him. I had no idea what you were doing.
That's the sound. 1.
Yeah, I love it.
You can hear it good? Okay.
Yeah. Is the crow in the room?
Is the crow in the room with us right now?
Oh, no.
Wow, that's so lifelike. I could add this later, but what's the fun in that? I wanted to get some kind of instrument. So I have the iPad playing crow sounds for you guys.
It's a joy. It's a delight.
Yeah.
Okay. He can only turn back into his princely human form through true love's kiss.
There we go.
This
is this is a website that people can input their bird recordings into, and this is all crows. So bear with me.
They're like real crow noises. Yeah. I love it.
But see, so far so good. It's cute. It's a tale as old as time. I'm liking it.
Yeah. Yeah. Very Beauty and the Beast like.
Okay.
He finds his mate, but true love's kiss only turns him partially back human. Just enough, if you know what I mean. Although he can more easily shift back and forth than before.
Yeah. Four. Okay.
His mate doesn't mind, and they end up living happily ever after with their crow human babies. The end.
I mean, you're leaving out a lot to be desired.
Yeah. Well, yeah, but those weren't like plot points necessarily.
Well,
like it's more so like you guys can put 2 and 2 together. He only turns back half human and half crow, but yet they have crow human babies. How, you ask? We will tell you. Unfortunately, under duress, we will explain. Okay. Yeah. So let's just get into it then. So what was something that you liked about this book? You have to come up with something. What is it?
Yeah. The first half, I was enjoying it. I was like, oh, cute. It's like, an evil witch turns him into a thing. He was a little bit of a peeping Tom crow. So I'm like, here, you're making me icked out on crows. And I don't like that.
He was a little bit of a stalky crow.
Yeah. But it was like semi-stalker. But he was a little bit peeping Tom about it because he was watching other people too. So I didn't like that aspect. The stalker thing was actually fine. But, whatever. So I liked the witch turning him into a crow, and he has to like true love's kiss. I'm like, okay, this is cute. And then he like kills gets rid of the ex-boyfriend later. I think he kills him.
He literally just throws him into a big crevasse, into a hole.
Into a hole. And he's like, I'll get him later. He's fine. Yeah, he's not dead yet. It's like, are you sure? Because he's not moving.
That cracked me up. I actually had to go back and reread that because I was like, oh, he didn't kill him. He just threw him into a hole at like a construction site because this is contemporary.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
For anybody
just on the sidewalk. Just like, bye. There you go into the hole. Never to be heard from, seen again. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But I was like, what's Liz not liking? This is it's just like a crow stalker romance. This is fine. Like everything's fine. He's pining for her. He's getting rid of the bad guys, the bad ex. And he's like, when he shifts, he has to keep like his like crow face. Yeah, so he has that, face transformation. It's gross. He has a little feather happy trail. It's not good, but she's enjoying it, the main character. So hey, that's good for her. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, literally, I could not get over the fact that like every time he transformed back into his quote unquote human form, he was like super hard.
Specifically in detail around no one. It's like the fly transformation. That's how I picture it. So if you liked that, then you'll like this.
It like literally scarred me as a child, I feel.
Well, not only that, but like the way they describe his crow member, if you will, she decided to go with a bit of an elephant trunk vibe to support the egg release.
Yeah, like not like size wise, but like functionality wise.
Yeah, which is just as bad. So
it will stick in our brains until the end of time now.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the things that, like, literally I just can't stand, like, I just put the eggs and how they are produced and then put into her, because they're also literally the size of actual eggs. Like, they're not, like they're, I don't know,
not cool. They're just eggs.
Yeah. And I just can't get it out of my brain. And then also I didn't like how it made me feel to then have to do further research to look up like how crows reproduce, because I didn't like the rabbit hole that I went down to figure out that literally none of this is actually anywhere close to accurate whatsoever.
Oh no, so none of this is biologically sound.
No, it really isn't. And now I know.
R.I.P. your algorithm now. You thought you had it bad when we were talking about hot dogs. Good luck.
I'm like, I don't know. Like, yeah, like how, I don't feel like I've seen any other crow content.
That was good.
So far.
Crod.
So, and it depends on the crow content. It might be okay. You know what I mean? But it might not be okay. But yeah, as far as like new icks for me, I did discover that I have no business ever being around a beak.
Yeah.
Or their long, spindly tongue. Ooh, I can't, like, literally, that's where they lost me. That's where Layla Fae lost me. I was like, I can't. It was like
as
halfway
the song
through.
Goes.
Yeah. It was like halfway through. I feel like that's when I started texting you. I was like, how far in are you? Literally, things just took a bad turn for me, like a very bad turn for me, and then it just went from bad to worse. But yeah, I can't get on board with that.
But you might be listening to this and saying, "Hey, I like all those things." Well, boy, do we have a book for you.
Yeah, and we are happy. We're happy for you that you have a book that you can see your interests reflected.
Played out.
Yep.
It is a no for me, dog.
It is a no for me. The beak was too far. Honestly.
Everything.
But that's the thing. If the beak was too far, then the rest was definitely going to be too far for me.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know?
But she delivered. I'll give her that.
Yeah.
I will give her that.
And I mean, we read our fair share of monster romance over here. And so it's not even necessarily like I have any issues with, maybe non-human appendages and whatnot. It's just there's something about a beak and a long spindly tongue that I just want nothing to do with.
Yeah. And it's the elephant snout, man.
Oh, poor little elephants. Why'd you have to drag them into this?
I know.
You know what I mean?
Dude.
It's so sweet.
I do have a thing with like I have an ick against appendages not being how they are for us humans. So,
really?
I mean, octopuses, no thanks.
I was gonna say you're
tails,
not into a good kraken tentacle.
No, absolutely not. So those kind of appendages, and now thanks, you ruined elephants. Great.
Yeah.
Obviously tails for me, it's a big ick. Everybody knows. You couldn't change my mind with getting it on with gargoyles. However, I do like that series, just not for that.
Yeah.
So
see, it doesn't really freak me out. Like I like a good gargoyle tail for its abilities.
Good for you.
But it's like a tentacle thing doesn't really freak me out. But for some reason, I draw the line at beak.
Yeah.
I don't want to kiss a beak. I don't want to kiss a beak.
It's very unromantic in my opinion, too. It's like it's like the sound. I mean, what if it's two beaks for sure? But like they say, that's actually what the sounds that the vampires make in Twilight because they're marble. Clink, 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 clink.
Like a couple of porcelain bowls.
That's so weird.
I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. Yeah. So there you go. There you go.
How was the plot versus smut ratio? Honestly, it was fine.
With all that said, it was good. She balanced it well.
She did.
Even if it's not something I like, it was well written. I'll give her that. I felt like I was there, unfortunately.
Therein lies the problem.
It was written too well.
It was written too well.
Therefore, 3 stars.
I see it when I close my eyes to go to sleep at night.
I mean, yeah.
But yeah, no, I agree with you. It was balanced for sure. Plot versus smut ratio for an 80-page novella or whatever was spot on. I feel like she's good at that, so that's great.
Yep. It's good.
Okay, so this will be our first installment of Rate the Crow. So this is a new little game we will be playing every time a crow crosses our path.
Flies into view.
Flies into view here on this podcast. So Crow, that's his actual name, will be the first crow that we will rate. So on a scale of 1 star being the most unsmashable and 5 stars being the most smashable, how would you rate the crow?
Yeah, with all the things we just said, that's a 1 star for me.
1 star for me too.
Yeah.
Sorry, Crow, but just no thank you.
Yeah. And I'm glad he found his person though. Good for him.
Yeah. She seemed very perfect for him.
Yeah, and she's very accepting of who he was. It's beautiful, beautiful thing. There you go, guys. Oh my goodness. Did you enjoy that ride? Wow. Did we convince you to read it? Let us know. You might enjoy it.
Well, if we didn't, let's share a few reviews for you.
Yeah.
Okay. So, first of all, let's just start off with the stats here. Okay, so it has 1,301 ratings. Gets an average of a 3.77 on Goodreads. And here's just some great little one-liner reviews for you. 1 stars. Leslie, if you see me reading this, no, you didn't. My personal favorite by Julissa, 1 star.
Julissa?
I know, Julissa. She keeps coming up for some reason.
Hey, she reads all the books we read. She come hang out.
I guess. The image of him fighting her ex-boyfriend butt-ass naked with a hard-on haunts me.
Yeah,
you too, Julissa. Literally, though, it's like that. I feel like encapsulates like so much of the vibe of this book, though. Like, you know. I should have minded my business. This one was a no from me.
Yeah.
1 star. Let's see. Okay, so what else do we have? Well, we've got some 5 stars because we got to be fair over here. Lori says 5 stars. This Monster Ever After series is definitely unique and entertaining, and I enjoyed this story too. It is unique. That's true.
Yeah.
VP says very romantasy. I really loved Crow so much. He's been the most romantic MMC so far of the series, and you can feel his love for Veronica. There are no laughs in this book, but the first 45% is dark and romantic, very fairy tale with curses, auras, and witches. And the second part that turns it into erotica. Very different and with a small amount of spanking, and you will have to read it to learn about the eggs. Yes, you will.
Yeah.
Don't just listen to this and then decide if you can do it.
Yeah.
And then Brandy says 5 stars, short and so dang hot. Well, I came for the monster smut and stayed for the surprising sweetness. This was a short and sexy read, and I was surprised by the tenderness that Crow exhibited towards Veronica. Sweet moments aside, this was definitely as hot as I had hoped it would be. This is my first book by Layla, but I'm definitely going to have to check out the rest of her books.
There you go.
You will love them.
Something for everyone,
probably.
guys.
Something
beautiful. It's a beautiful time we live in.
Yes. Okay, so I think that pretty much wraps up Crow. So our cringy Crow read.
Yep.
So should we move on to House of Beating Wings?
Let's do it, guys. House of Beating Wings. We're going to start off with our spoiler-free 1-sentence star review spice rating and if we'd recommend it. So if you want to stick around for a moment, if you're thinking about reading this one, but you don't want to get spoiled, we'll give you a warning after, when we're ready to talk about all the spoilers. So Liz, what did you rate House of Beating Wings?
I rated it a 4-star. And I do want to also say, too, before we get into it, so we were doing, as I said at the beginning, a variety, so 2. So the first one was cringy. This one is just very popular romantasy. So something we would normally cover. We wanted to be able to give you guys kind of like an overview of both options. And so I rated this one a 4 stars. This was a very solid romantasy read. I feel like I fully enjoyed it from start to finish. It was very entertaining. It was fast paced. You know, the world that was built was really, really interesting. And I liked that we were getting set up really well for book 2. Like you said before, there's at least 3 in this series. So I just feel like it was a really solid book 1. And honestly, it was actually more entertaining, I feel like, than a lot of book 1s sometimes are in fantasy series. So yeah, 4 stars for sure. And then I gave it a 1 spice because there was just a teeny tiny little semi-spice scene.
Yeah.
And that's it. Yep. So very different than.
And would you recommend it so far?
Yeah, for sure. I would definitely recommend it. Yeah. If you like romantasy, it's got some big potential for sure. I'm loving it. What about you?
Yeah. So House of Beating Wings by Olivia Wildenstein, you know, is a part of kind of like a high fantasy series because it's multi-books at this point, but more romantasy style because you do have that romance theme that's going on throughout different love interests and stuff. So way different, a little bit of a whiplash from Crow. You have, you know, much more of a deeper element going on and minimal spice. So there you go. My star rating is going to be a 4 star as well. So all the same things, you know, I'm loving it so far. I see the potential there. It's not a 5 star because it's not like earth shattering and I'm going to lose sleep over it in a good way. It's just like, this is a good fantasy book. It has all the things that I like. I'm enjoying the ride and I can't wait to see where it flies me to.
Where it flies me to. Yeah, I agree. It wasn't life-changing, so that's why it didn't get a 5 star. But I could see how maybe book 2 might end up being a 5 star. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. And as far as Crow is involved, you know, it's a Crow shifter. So, and, you know, if you're worried after hearing what Crow was about, it's not as unhinged whatsoever. So, you know.
No.
So, you know.
We'll talk about that.
They're two different things. Yeah.
Yeah. Complete opposite ends of the spectrum. But we wanted to give you guys like a good overview of like what's out there if crows are your thing. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's such
or if you want to find out if they are.
Variety. Yeah. So, yeah, we'll rate the crow for this crow as well once we get there. Okay. Yeah. So should we get into our 5-sentence spoiler section?
Spoilers coming. So if we got you hooked and you want to read this one, save it to your playlist. Watch it later.
Yes. Here we go. All right. House of Beating Wings. Fallon Rossi is the bastard halfling child of a disgraced royal Fae woman who slept with a human man of mysterious origin, supposedly. She is treated as less than in the kingdom she lives in, but the crown prince Dante openly favors her and protects her from punishment when it's discovered that she has a special connection with animals, but specifically the sea serpents that the Fae rival with.
Ooh. That was a weird one. That should have been weird. On the end. It's just like a baby and a full size. Weird. Okay. One.
What?
This isn't distracting at all.
Definitely not. One day, Fallon travels to the decrepit human island to meet with a mysterious and disfigured peasant woman named Bronwyn, who turns out to be a seer that explains to Fallon that she is the chosen one who must find the 5 iron crows and set them free in order to become a queen. Later, it is revealed that Fallon is the only one able to free the 5 crows because of her immunity to iron and obsidian, stemming from the fact that she is actually the last of her line, half crow, half shaban, a fact that has intentionally been kept from her, like her bound powers.
Ooh. Sorry, same one, too. I had to refresh. Okay, there you go. I'll do whatever one. 2. Good.
2. Fallon finds the first crow in her friend's parents' house, they're royals, and sets Morgoth free. The first crow who helps her to find the others and who she discovers later is actually Lorcan, the king of the crows and the Sky King.
Ooh. Beautiful.
Solid.
3.
During the scavenger hunt to find all 5 of the crows that make Lorcan whole and bring him to his full power, Dante and his henchmen hunt them down, and it's revealed that he is working with Lore and using Fallon to usurp his brother Marco in order to steal his throne in exchange for several parts of his kingdom. I didn't know that
5.
they made those noises, but hey.
Hey, learning something new about crows every
I don't
episode.
want to know anymore. I don't want to know anymore. I know too much. I know too much.
I'm good.
Okay. Lore kills Marco in the final battle, during which they retrieve the last crow, restoring Lore fully and freeing his people. Dante leaves with his henchmen to start ruling his newly acquired kingdom, and Fallon is taken to the Sky Kingdom by Lorcan, who she wants nothing to do with because he kept her true lineage from her, but who tells her that their story is just beginning. Satisfying.
They're all flying. 5. What a great way to end the summaries for today.
Yes.
Beautiful. Well
Okay.
done. Well done.
Yeah, well done on your part, too. I did not
No,
see that
thank
coming.
you.
I didn't know we were going to do crows today, even though that makes
I
perfect
gotta
sense.
figure it out.
Yep.
If there's a theme, there's a way. That's what I always say. I'll do it. Okay. Well, Liz, tell us, tell everyone. What's something that you liked about House of Beating Wings?
I liked a lot about this book, but I would say that probably my favorite part was the fact that our FMC Fallon, we don't really know we don't know a lot about her character yet, as far as we don't know her powers. We kind of think we know her lineage, but we aren't exactly sure, because we do find out that she's a changeling, which I did not include in the 5-sentence summary because we're not really sure what that means yet, but we shall see. I just like the fact that, yeah, she can communicate on some level with animals. We're not really sure why. I kind of called it in the Fable chat at the very beginning, where I was like, she has to be somehow related to the only queendom, which is the island of Shab, which we find out her mother was from. And I don't know if that means that all of them can kind of like communicate and understand on some level, animals or what, but I did appreciate it. I did like that.
Yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah.
What about
I
you?
think my favorite part, I do love the serpents,
Yeah.
I do. The crows, I feel like we're just kind of getting a taste of right now, but
Yeah.
because I kind of thought, I'll be honest, I go into a lot of these things blind, but I was like, okay, kind of a crow statue scavenger hunt. It's kind of weird. Like, I want some like crow shifter craziness. Oh,
Yeah.
now we are getting it now.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to see where that goes, but I definitely loved the serpents and, the magical, mythical being element, the magic system that we're starting to get introduced. We don't fully understand all of it yet, but I like the building that we're getting. I like the character development, the growth that she's having, and the unraveling of like family lineage is always really interesting to me. So I'm excited to see where else that goes. I've already bought the second book and have it on the way, so I'm excited to read that whenever I have time. Good luck.
Well, we should also mention, too, that I know both of us did Kindle, but then we also did audio, and I liked the audio. I thought that it was good.
It was good. Yeah, it was good. I am glad I started with reading it physically. If I had more... I was trying to do it. I tried to do the whole thing, and there just was no way. Sometimes fantasy, like, I need to physically be reading it before I can get into the world. So I am glad I did it that way. But then I got the audio. I was like, oh, well, I'm going to have to listen to the rest. Especially if the male voice comes up later more, too. Because the male voice was top notch.
Yeah, he was good. I feel like both of their voices were really good.
Both of them.
Exactly, like, kind of how I, would have heard them in my head.
Yeah.
Yeah, so
Totally.
very good.
Yeah.
What was something that you didn't like? Like, what was the most disliked part of this book?
She's a little immature, but she's supposed to be, so that's like the only thing I could really think of, everything, it's hard because everything was intentional. Like, her pining over Dante is annoying, but that's what you do in a small town, and he's a prince. But
he's like literally
fine.
the prince, so it makes sense.
I mean, literally her losing the virginity to the prince, and he's so gross about it. He's not gross about it, but it was so, hey, not good for her, that's for sure. And it's sad, so that it was hard to read that, but hey, relatable, you know, not necessarily
Yeah.
for me, but like in generally speaking, it's relatable for a lot of people. So it was.
Well, I think it's like he's probably 20 years old
Yeah.
and a prince. And so, you know, yeah, it went down how you'd imagine it would.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't
underwhelming.
Nothing. Yeah. Romantic is, you know what? The author did a great job writing that out.
Yeah.
I will say, because it has a representation there. Because a lot of the fantasy that we read, you know, it's not for, and you know, the girls, it's their first time. It's very romanticized and everything. So this is a different, I feel like people can be seen that read this, you know. It's like, oh yeah, you have all these hopes, you know, she's been pining for him and allegedly for each other since they were little, you know, since they were youngins, and it didn't live up to the hype. And so she's having to deal with that. Like, oh, now I feel weird about this. What do I do?
Yeah.
You know? So.
Well, I feel like, I mean, that was definitely my least favorite part, because I feel like this book didn't really have anything that particularly bothered me.
Right.
So that was
Yeah.
good. I feel like, yeah, like you said, everything was like pretty intentional. I feel like the writing was good. Like everything made sense. Like I wasn't confused by anything. But I think the part that did get me was just like how naive she's being specifically about the situation with Dante. And it's like, I
Yeah.
think I even texted you. I was like, when are we going to find out that Dante's just a little piece of crap like we know he's
Yeah.
going to be, you know? Because it's
Yeah.
like, she just puts him on such a high pedestal. Like, no, he loves me. I'm different. It's like, no, girl, like he's going to use you and then he's going to marry another royal, which is what they do because he has
Yeah.
to. I'm not even
Yeah.
saying that it's necessarily his fault. It's just like, that's how royalty works. Like, you're being so naive and thinking
Well,
that
it's
he's
his fault to lead her on, though, you know?
well, yeah, but I don't know. It's kind of like one of those things where, like, yeah, he shouldn't be leading her on, but he's also a prince. It's like, what do princes and kings do? They're going to get what they want regardless, you know?
Yeah.
And so it bothered me that I was like, snap out of it. Like, he's not that great. And like, yeah, then they sleep together and he's still not that great. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah,
But,
that
you know, she
definitely
kind of
bothered
needed
me.
that to see for the illusion to finally drop. Just like, oh, he sucks at this.
Well, yeah, but I don't even think the illusion of him dropped for her until she found out that he was plotting to usurp his brother and was actually kind of a crappy person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, for
And then
sure.
I think the facade really came down and she was like, oh, like this is like political subterfuge. Like I had no idea that you were this person.
Yeah.
And then he tries to flip it around on her. I never liked Dante, first of all.
No,
okay?
no. I always figured he's just a player. Like, come
Yeah.
on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then he tries to flip it around on her. Oh, you weren't the girl that I thought you were. She's
Yeah.
like, are you kidding me right now?
Yeah.
Like, I've been doing what I have to do to survive, and you just are, like, suck now. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, come on.
Yeah.
So
for sure.
that's what I didn't like. But, I mean, I think that's intentional from the author, too. You
Yeah.
know? So.
Yeah. Exactly.
So, interestingly enough, how was the plot versus smut ratio in this book?
I mean, I still think for book one, it's good for what we're working with. I wouldn't have added any, and I wouldn't have taken any away because it was all the way it needed to be. I mean, for her sake, I would have wanted her to smash Antonio, but
Yeah.
I can't. I'm excited for her to be with a lover who can be good to her, and find out what the
mean-
fuss is all about, right?
There's just nothing quite as satisfying as having this like virginal girl, right, character who is like pining after this prince, sleeps with the prince, find out he doesn't know what the heck he's doing, right? Just knowing that like now she's on this trajectory, and I mean I'm speculating, but we've
Right.
read enough books, right, to where it's like she's now on this trajectory to basically end up with the Sky King.
Sky Daddy.
Sky Daddy, who's like literally a crow shifter shadow daddy with all these powers. I'm like, girl, you're gonna have such a good time. I'm so
Yeah.
happy for you.
Yeah, right. I was sad for you in the beginning, but I'm gonna be so happy for you later. Can't
Yep.
have the sweet without the sour.
Yeah, I know. I mean, she got a taste. He gave her a little midnight back massage rub down, and she thought
Yeah.
it was a dream, but it was his shadow daddy hands.
Yeah,
That's what that was.
There we go.
So that's a good time.
Yeah.
So yeah, I would say the ratio was good. For me, I usually prefer a little bit more spice in my Romantasy books, but it didn't bother me here because it's all, I mean, literally, we're on a scavenger hunt to collect all 5 pieces, basically, of your future book boyfriend, right?
Yeah.
So it's like he had to have all of his parts before we can move forward, and that's what this book was about. So I was okay with it. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we don't need any like beak action. You know, we're waiting until he can form a man version of himself. Yeah. So that being said, it's time for Rate the Crow Part 2.
Time for Rate the Crow.
Yeah,
Part 2.
With what we know right now of Lorcan, the Sky King, which isn't a whole lot.
Yeah.
How would you rate the Crow?
Vibes so far are gonna go with 4.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, potential to go either way.
Yeah. Same. I would rate him 4 because so far it's like we get just enough, like we were saying, enough Shadow Daddy vibes. We get enough, there's some snarky banter, but he's also, you can tell he's old timey, right? Like you can tell he's old. He's been around a long time. So he kind of talks a little bit more, proper and like royalty, which I like. So yeah, right now he'd be a solid 4. Hopefully in book 2 we can bump the Rate the Crow up to a 5-star.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I do love the concept of how like each one of the crows comes together to form like one super crow. Yeah. I mean, there's no better way to say that. It sounds ridiculous, but it's actually a really cool concept.
Yeah. It's like all of us, guys. It's all of you listening, and it's us. We're just a bunch of crows coming together to make one super crow.
One super crow. But
taking the book world by storm.
Yeah, it's like one of his crows allows him to mind speak, right? And then like another one of his crows allows him to control the weather. And like it's cool that they each have different powers and that he was separated into 5 so that it would be harder for someone to kill him basically permanently, right?
Yeah.
And she even said that. She's like, well, why didn't you separate yourself into like 20 crows? That would be even harder to kill. I was like, that makes sense. But I did really like that aspect of his character. I thought it was very unique. It was cool. Yeah. Mm-hmm. So do you have any high or low reviews of House of Beating Wings that you'd like to share with the group?
I do. House of Beating Wings at Goodreads. There are so far not a lot of reviews, 4,500 roughly, more or less.
Okay.
4.07 stars for this one.
Okay.
I have to say, when I was perusing these originally, I know that people were really annoyed by the female main character and her naivety, especially regarding Dante and her constant pining. So I had that in my head going into it, but I felt like it wasn't too much. Like I felt like it made sense to me. It wasn't like obnoxiously. It can be, I don't know. I thought the pacing of it was fine with her. It was very, yes, it's juvenile, but it's intentional. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, I agree.
And once they did the deed, she started to become disillusioned. Yeah, she was still holding on to that hope, as you do at that age, I think. And then the more and more she really fully got to know him, it was dissolving. So it's not like by the end she's like, but I love Dante. I don't feel like she's still doing that. So there you go. A lot of DNFers in the 1 stars, like literally at 5%. It's like, it's 5%, guys. Don't review it.
Yeah.
Literally. Which is crazy because I was hooked right at the beginning. I was like, sea serpent's cool.
I liked it.
It's
it was
great.
Cool.
Okay, 1 star. Not good. Not good at all. Dislikable characters, incredibly confusing world building, incredibly confusing and convoluted plot. Names, places were so confusing, and there were a lot. There are a lot of names and places. There is a glossary at the beginning. Yeah, especially because they have different words. Useful. Mm-hmm. Was very useful. I looked over it and promptly forgot everything. No, I'm just kidding. It did help because it was like talking about even like the way they say grandma and stuff would be, different. So I knew that going into it that there would be some replacement words that I could just use context clues to figure out. And I mean, I feel like compared to some of the other fantasies that we read, I didn't find this world building confusing.
I didn't
or
either.
Incredibly difficult. So. Yeah. I get confused when the names are all too similar.
Oh.
Personally, you know? So that someone says, this book was something. When I first opened it, noticed a little dictionary at the front, as we just talked about, with words and phrases, and presumably a fictional language used in the book. At first, I was encouraged at the detail. Then I was disheartened when I realized it was literally just barely modified Italian. I did think it was a little Italian, but I don't know enough.
It definitely
Yeah,
was.
it just was Italian, just straight up.
I don't know because I don't speak
Hmm.
Italian, but I would just say similar. Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be interested to know if the author is. So many did not finish. So, hey, okay, here we go. I went into this blind and wasn't sure where the story was going, so the first few chapters were a bit rough for me, but once the story picked up, I couldn't put it down. I'm so excited to read the next one. I'm a sucker for men with phantom wings. Hey, this shouldn't be in the 1-star category, Wanda.
1 star? That's so weird.
1 star, loved it.
Okay.
There's a bunch of comments on it. Oh, so 1 star's really throwing me off here. Fix your thing. Okay, so let's just keep talking about 5 stars because, sorry, Rhonda put it in the wrong one. But yeah, overall, the 1 stars, that's what the complaints were. A lot of people DNF'd it because they didn't like the character, but it's like, give her a second. She's figuring it out.
Yeah.
So 5 star, exquisite, simply the best, wonderful, amazing, all the things. In terms of world building, this book is top notch and maybe the author's best so far. Love everything Fae, and almost every book has to do with Fae, but add in some shifters and we have a recipe to die for. Fallon's story took a bit to build up to, but once it got started for me, when the kissing started, things moved along rather quickly and I enjoyed all the characters and Fallon's humor.
Yeah.
I gotta say, I did like that the High Fae were kind of dicks. I didn't like it, but like I liked a different take on it, you know, and they're trashing humans the whole time and halflings, so it'll be interesting to see where that all goes as well. I'm just curious to meet all these like different types of, I don't know, fantasy creatures and like how they all blend. And obviously there's some political undertones in there about treatment of different beings. So yeah.
Reminded me a lot of Spark of the Everflame at times, I feel.
Yeah, totally.
I'm, like I said before, I'm interested to go to the Queendom, to good old Shab, and see what's been going on over there.
Yeah.
Because I have a feeling some cool stuff's going on.
There's lots of propaganda that she's having to unravel. Yeah, we love that. We love some unraveling of the props. The propos.
Yep. Okay, so let's just wrap up with some general crow questions. Okay, so do you understand why crows are a microtrope?
Yeah, something for everyone. Why not?
Yeah. Why not crows?
Yeah, why not crows? Exactly.
Yeah.
We got dragons, lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my. Why not crows?
Why
add it to the mix?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that, you know, with any monster romance, though, if that's what you want to call it, there needs to be like a balance. I feel like this is like a good balance, right? Where it's like, yeah, he shifts into a crow, but we're assuming he also probably will have a fairly nice looking human form as well.
Yeah.
So yes, I do understand why crows are a microtrope. Are you?
I mean, Rowan's a bird, so also
exactly. He's not a crow, but it's close enough. A hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Close enough.
It's been a while since we were doing the puns in this episode, so I got to bring them back.
Yeah. Are you into crows now?
Not specifically. I mean, well, okay, like as like a general funniness for a podcast, very obviously so.
Yeah.
I mean, we have a whole merch line now covered in crows and crows with microphones. They're so cute. I've always loved crows as an animal. They always have a special place in my heart. I'm glad they're getting their moment to shine. I'm glad books are incorporating them. I'm not into it as far as like a smash or pass type of vibe, but I'm happy to be here. What about you?
Yeah, same. I would say I'm not into crows now in a smash kind of way because the beak thing just doesn't do it for me.
Yeah.
The tongue thing doesn't do it for me. I'm into your good old run-of-the-mill crow shifter shadow daddy.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
So in that way, I guess sure.
Yeah,
I
the crow personality, great.
Yeah, great.
Shiny things, great.
Awesome.
Yeah. Attacking your evil, I don't know, boyfriend, great.
Great, yeah.
All things we love.
So, will you read another in the crow genre in general? Why or why not? And I mean, it sounds like you will, because I think we've both already picked up the sequel to House of Beating Wings.
Yeah. So this one specifically, yes. But is it make or break for the crows? Not necessarily. It's the story
No.
for me.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
will I seek out other crow books? Not particularly. Unless we, if you guys want us to do more next year for Crowtember, if you want this to be an annual thing. Because September, it's like, hey, what, who now? Like, we want to get spooky vibes, but it's still hot outside. Like, this is a good in-between.
Yep.
So
Let us know.
see where
Are there
it
other
takes
crow
us.
books that you guys really like? I mean, this one House of Beating Wings got recommended to us a lot.
Yeah.
So there's definitely that one. But if there are any others, please let us know. Because, yeah, maybe we'll stick them in our back pocket for next year when we decide to see what we're covering for the fall. But, yeah, I mean, I'm definitely going to read the sequels to this book for sure. Would I seek out Crow Smut specifically? I don't think so.
Yeah, she kind of ruined it for you, didn't she?
Yeah,
Layla?
I think so. If it came across my desk, I wouldn't just throw it into the trash can, depending on what it's about. But I think that I'm more into the crow thing when it is part of an overall magic system and is a little bit more complex, like in a romantasy, as opposed to just banging a crow.
Yeah. Because
You
the
know?
crow shifting is useful. Like, he's going to go, okay, I'm going to be a crow because I'm, checking out some stuff,
Yeah, it's
Crow
like
life.
Rowan. I gotta fly some places. I gotta scope out some things.
They're very stealthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great. Yep. Sounds good. I feel good about that.
Yeah, me too. So, all right. So we're wrapping up Crowtember episode 1. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. With a smash or pass. So I did my best to find a bird smash or pass and couldn't really find one that I liked. So I just found an animal instead.
Oh, wow. I'm surprised. I got a good one for you. So.
Okay. So why don't you go first then?
Well, I have a crow theme. So.
Oh, you have a specific crow theme?
Yeah. This is Crowtember, baby. Come on. Catch up.
I just picked so it sticks with the monster romance theme.
Yeah,
that's what mine.
that's fine.
Okay. So I don't think that we've done him before, but Randall from Monsters, Inc.
Oh, pass.
He's this
Yeah,
guy.
it's a hard pass for all the reasons, including it's Steve Buscemi that does his voice. So that's a pass for me. Yep.
Yeah.
What about you?
Same. But guys,
Yeah.
I mean,
Too many arms also and
too many
scales.
arms.
Yeah,
He's got
some
a vibe.
people and his eyes don't like him. Yeah.
Hey,
Yep.
after reading Crow, there's something for everyone, and I'm sure.
Okay, Crow or a Randall. There. You have to pick one.
I don't want to. I probably honestly would pick Randall.
Yeah. Yeah. I can't risk those eggs. I can't do it.
I can't do
Yep.
it.
Yep.
Nowhere in my body, please. No, thank you.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely
All right.
not. What do you have?
Well, there was a lot of crows that I thought of, so I had to do an F, Marry, Kill. Okay.
God, I couldn't think of any crows, and you're like, I have at least 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
I had
all
to
right.
narrow it down. Okay.
Cool. Okay.
So you have to F, marry, or kill these
All
of
right.
3. Okay. These crows of 3. Let it be.
All
The
right.
OG, the crow. So the original one. Okay.
Yeah,
If you need to look these up, you may.
No.
Okay.
I know who he is.
The new Skarsgård crow. The crow guard. Skarsgård crow guard. Or,
Sounds like a medicine, Kroger, or like a patch you put on when you hurt yourself.
Yeah.
Kroger.
Or Moira from Schitt's Creek as the crow.
I love that so much.
I was really proud of that one, not gonna lie. I thought of it in the shower. It's like,
The
this is
crows have
great.
eyes.
The crows have eyes.
I love that so much. I didn't even think about that. That's funny. Okay, so F, marry, kill.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm effing the crow's guard.
Obviously.
Yeah. I'm going to marry Moira from Schitt's Creek because I
Yep.
freaking love her.
Yeah.
She's my favorite. And then I'm going to kill the old crow. I don't even remember who played him. It's been so long since I've seen that. Yeah, that's my solid answer. Locking it in. What about you?
Yep. Same answer.
Same answer?
Easy.
What a time to be alive.
Great. Did you see that at one of the recent book cons? I'm so mad we weren't there. They had a crow ball of some sort. I'm like, hey, where's our invite? We're all about crows over here. I would have dressed as her, I would have dressed as that. That would have been great.
That's hilarious. That's so
Snooze, you lose.
All right, guys. Well, if you want us to read more crow things, let us know. Check out our crow merch. It's exciting times. I think that
you know what I like
much
about our
wraps it
crow
up.
merch? I like so much about it, but we've been wearing it, using it, loving it. But it's not too much crow. It's just enough. You got our logo and the little crows. It's not too.
It's not overwhelming.
Yeah. But I'm really happy with it. I hope you guys check it out. Make sure to like, follow, and subscribe anywhere you like to listen to your podcast, including YouTube and Instagram and TikTok. Besties in the Books podcast everywhere, and Fable at Besties and the Book Club. Thank you so much for sticking around to this very unhinged, weird, random episode, if you will.
Yeah.
We had a great time. It was fun. All right. Yeah. All right.
Thanks,
you guys. We'll see you.
See you next Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Bye. Bye.